Today, the committee investigating Governor Greitens released its 400-page report. Within those pages, a graphic account of sexual assault and threats of blackmail. Today, the governor and lawmakers responded. The governor calls it a witch hunt. Good evening, everyone. I'm Jim Reek.
And I'm Jessica Porter. We will break down exactly what was said. KMUH's Nora Ferris starts us off with a detailed look at the report.
Page after page, allegation after allegation. The committee's report included hours of testimony from the woman at the center of Greitens' scandal. Her words paint a dark picture of coercion and violence that legislators today called horrific, disturbing, and triggering. Meanwhile, Greitens called it all falsehoods and lies, a witch hunt. In her testimony, the woman describes being with Greitens in his basement and trying to reject his sexual advances while she was bound to some workout equipment. She says she felt, quote, fear for her physical self and felt coerced into engaging in sexual acts with Greitens before she could leave. The woman said other encounters turned physically violent. She said on one occasion Greitens slapped her across the face, and in another later encounter, the woman said Greitens, quote, smacked her and shoved her down on the ground. Lawmakers say the testimony was difficult to hear.
It was horrifying. It was horrifying that anyone should have to go through something like that. And he clearly used his power to manipulate her.
The committee extended its investigation until May 18th, which falls after the end of this year's legislative session. In the studio, Nora Ferris, KMUH 8 News.
A public relations firm working with Greitens sent a statement just minutes before this broadcast. It says in part, any allegation of sexual assault is false. This was a months-long consensual relationship between two adults. It goes on to say, in the court of law, everyone will have the facts, and these allegations will be proven false.
Governor Greitens held a news conference from his office late this afternoon. He called the House Investigative Committee's report, quote, one-sided tabloid trash gossip less than an hour before it came out. Greitens said the committee did not accept testimony from anyone on his defense team. Throughout the news conference, he continued to call the allegations against him lies, specifically saying, quote, fake charges and falsehoods aren't going to stop us.
Now keep in mind how this was written. No standards of evidence were used. No witnesses were cross-examined. No one who was representing me was allowed in the room.
The truth will come out during his trial scheduled in May. In the report, it says the committee does not have any physical or electronic evidence of the alleged photograph or its transmission.
Following the governor's press conference and the release of the report, both the GOP and Democrats responded. KMUH's Justin Kolar is live at the Capitol with that reaction.
Committee members from both sides of the aisle found much of the testimony from the report to be disturbing. Democratic members said Greitens should resign or face impeachment because he can no longer lead effectively, while Greitens said the report released was steeped in politics. The message from lawmakers today on both sides of the aisle was unified.
I stand here with a group of people with the utmost integrity who are very much concerned about the citizens of Missouri. And what I saw today was someone that had zero integrity and basically simply lied to the people of Missouri.
Let me reiterate what I said before. This was not a witch hunt. I stand by the committee's report.
Now, I was in Eric Greitens' office earlier this afternoon for his press conference, and he said that his criminal trial in 33 days will finally set the record straight. Live at the Capitol, Justin Kolar, KMUH 8 News.
Here's a look at what Missouri lawmakers' social media responses to the news today. Republican Congresswoman Vicky Hartzler calling Greitens' alleged behavior disgusting. Democratic Senator Claire McCaskill called for Greitens to resign, and her upcoming Republican opponent, Attorney General Josh Hawley, did the same. Columbia's Democratic Senate Representative Kip Kendrick calling Greitens scum and saying he has zero respect for him.
Yesterday, a partial gag order was issued in St. Louis. It will stop attorneys and witnesses involved in the criminal case from speaking publicly about matters pertaining to the deposition and testimony. It's the result of a request from Circuit Attorney Kim Gardner, who expressed concerns Greitens' attorneys were trying the case in the media. The gag order was also issued in part because the attorney for the woman who had the affair accuses the governor's team of a smear campaign. Attorney Scott Simpson says the Greitens team wants to discredit the woman before she testifies at the trial next month. The governor's attorneys say she isn't sure if she saw Greitens with a camera or a phone the day the photo was allegedly taken. Greitens' attorneys went on to say the woman testified in her deposition she thinks the camera could have been part of a dream. Simpson wants the full transcript of the woman's deposition released. If you would like to see the report, we have details how you can get it on our website. We also have the full statement from the governor on our website.
There was new talk today of a new exemption from Missouri's death penalty for those with severe mental illnesses. These are the mental illnesses specified in the bill. For someone to avoid the death penalty, the conditions and diagnosis must have been present at the time the person committed the crime. One woman who testified at today's Senate hearing said mental illness is used against criminal offenders.
In some cases, they might get a death sentence because of their mental illness, which is just unacceptable. So this particular bill would protect those people from even the possibility of getting a death sentence.
No one in today's hearing testified against the bill.
Republican House Speaker Paul Ryan will not run this fall for another term in Congress. He spoke to his staff before making the announcement to other GOP leaders. Move came as a surprise. He hosted a major donor retreat last week in Texas. His term ends in January. Ryan says he'll spend more time with his family. Ryan is the 38th GOP congressional member who will not run for re-election in November. Others include Lynn Jenkins of Kansas, Senator Bob Corker, Representative Jimmy Duncan, and Representative Diane Black of Tennessee.
Elsewhere on Capitol Hill, senators introduced a bipartisan bill to protect special counsel Robert Mueller. The proposed bill would ensure Mueller could only be fired for good cause by a senior Justice Department official. The official would need to give the reason in writing, and Mueller would have 10 days to seek judicial review of the firing to determine if it was for good cause.
President Trump responded to the chemical weapons attack against Syria today. He tweeted in part, "Get ready, Russia, because missiles will be coming." This would be a strike against the Assad regime, which Russia said they would shoot down. However, Defense Secretary James Mattis says the U.S. response to the attacks have not been decided. Today was the warmest day of 2018. Kenton says tomorrow could be even warmer. Kenton, what do you got for us? Kenton, how are you?
Hey, Jim, I'm doing really well. Let's go ahead and look at our satellite and radar. Just some cloud cover actually rolling back through after what was a mostly sunny afternoon for us. See a little bit of moisture trying to move in, a few drops just trying to make it to the surface here. Otherwise, that all clears out a little bit later on. 70 right now in Columbia and Jefferson City, though. Otherwise, look at our winds, only 13 miles an hour now. It was a very windy day for us, gusts back to around 35 to 40 miles per hour. Now they're just down to around 30 there in Kansas City and Kirksville. We look ahead to the rest of our night, though. Temperatures down into the 50s here by sunrise. Again, only 50s by sunrise. It's going to be very warm tonight and tomorrow. We're back into the lower 80s, actually. I'll be tracking that, and we're going to track some showers and thunderstorms for the end of this week. That's coming up right after the break.
Kenton, good job. Training for Columbia security guards is causing concern.
A neighborhood wondering when the crime will subside, what part the landlords have in it all.
Get where you're going faster with the KOMU8 Weather and Traffic app, bringing you mid-Missouri traffic in real time. Download the free KOMU8 Weather and Traffic app. Coverage you can count on.
This is my Toyota Camry. It comes with Toyota Safety Sense Standard, which means it sometimes has better reflexes than I do. Those same features would cost over $10,670 more in a Chevy Malibu.
No joke.
And that's why I give my Camry 5 stars.
Tested, trusted, Toyota. Lease a new 2018 Camry for $239 per month, including $500 lease bonus cash, or get 0.9% APR financing. Find your Toyota at buyatoyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
At Slumberland's mattress sale, we aim high and price low. Like a Sealy Plush Queen mattress for just $349. Plus, a Sealy Twin mattress as low as $99. Slumberland, it's a good life.
At Slumberland, we'll meet or beat any price.
Or we can do a lot better than the Tooth Fairy. We'll give you $100.
It's the Dream Team 30-day price guarantee.
And it's only at Slumberland.
Switch to U.S. Cellular today and get $300 off the latest smartphones. No trade-in required. Other carriers squeeze you with restrictions and hidden fees. Don't get hosed. Switch today and get $300 off the latest smartphones with no hidden fees and no trade-in required. Plus, a stronger signal in the middle of anywhere.
Stop shaving, stop waxing, stop tweezing. Be good to yourself and call Dr. Bowers DC and Medical Spa. Our advanced laser hair removal techniques will destroy the stubble and banish that unwanted hair. From smaller areas of the face to larger areas like the legs and back, Dr. Bowers' licensed estheticians offer a variety of solutions to fit your needs.
And thanks to our large volume of business, we can offer these special services at a substantial savings.
Call Dr. Bowers DC and Medical Spa for your free consultation.
How do you become America's best-selling truck?
Come on, Briggs. Wait for your pitch, kiddo.
You give it best-in-class towing, payload, and with built-in Wi-Fi?
Yes!
The best seats in the house.
That's how it's done.
Just like his grandpa!
Even better.
That's Ford, America's best-selling truck 41 years straight. Get over $10,000 total savings on the 2018 F-150, plus a no-charge 2-year 25,000-mile premium maintenance plan.
The First Alert Weather Cam is brought to you by the law firm of Harper, Evans, Wade, and Nettemeyer. We will fight for you. This First Alert Weather Update is brought to you by Missouri Vein Care. More energy, better health. Vein Care is all we do.
Welcome back to KMU8 News at 9 o'clock here on Mid-Missouri CW. Here's a time-lapse from the Columbia Regional Airport today. You're going to see that cloud cover out there this morning, even through parts of our midday, but then in the afternoon, that sunshine finally came back out. High temperatures reaching into the upper 70s today, and now a few clouds starting to continue to roll back in. Still just 70 right now. So again, high temperature today at 78 degrees here at the Columbia Regional Airport. Average is 65. So finally, we're well above average instead of well below average, which we have been for weeks now on end. Warm even in that low temperature there. Otherwise, if you look at our precipitation, we're now slightly below average for the month of April here as we head towards the middle of April. For the year, though, we are right on average. So we could use a bit more rainfall. We're going to have slight chances for that, of course, as we head towards the end of the week. But check out our temperatures throughout the United States. This cold air is pretty much pushing just up into the northern states. It's 70 right now. It's still in Columbia, 72 over in Wichita, 77 in San Angelo, still 92 over in Phoenix right now. This warm air will continue, and a lot of that has to do with this low pressure system that's up to our north. So it's allowing all this warm air to really move into the Midwest. And what's going to happen with this cold front is it's actually going to swing right down around like that, and then it's going to push through our area. So let's go ahead and track that now hour by hour for us. So if we look tonight, the cloud cover will exit by morning, and we're looking at mostly, if not abundantly, sunny skies here on our Thursday. Here's 3 p.m. tomorrow. You can see, again, very warm temperatures, highs in the 80s expected throughout mid-Missouri. It's going to be windy, though, still tomorrow, too. Gusts still between about 35 and 40 miles per hour. Then here's 8 a.m. on Friday. You can see we're still in the warm sector of the system, which is between the warm front and the cold front. You got to wait for that cold front to roll through before we start to cool back down. So here's 3 p.m. on Friday. So as we head for the late afternoon and early evening on Friday, we're expecting the chance for a few showers and thunderstorms to start to pop up here, actually in front of the cold front, kind of a wave of energy moving in front of it. So that's what we're watching for here as a possibility. You can see this model trying to pick up on that a little bit here by 7 p.m. So we'll continue to watch this and see what we're expecting here. But at this point, it's mainly going to be for areas west of Highway 63. Could see some thunderstorms pop up that could be stronger. But most of the severe weather looks to stay off towards our south. That cold front then will move through overnight, and here's 7 a.m. on Saturday. We're left with just partly sunny skies for the rest of Saturday, but it is going to cool our temperatures back down. 50s for highs expected on Saturday, only 40s on Sunday. So for that severe potential, this is what we're looking at. Again, most of it is going to be down into southwestern Missouri, but for us, we are still in the slight risk, and that's mainly, again, west of Highway 63, just for a few isolated thunderstorms that could turn severe. So because of this, we're going to be in a storm mode 2. That's on a scale from 0 to 5, and this is mainly going to be due to the potential that any storm that might turn severe could have damaging winds and large hail as well. Now, we are not looking at a large tornado threat, but I can't rule out an isolated tornado if all the ingredients come together. It's a slight possibility, or a low possibility at this point, but we'll keep you updated on any changes that might happen over the next 48 hours. But 55 degrees only for our low temperature tonight. We've wanted that for a high temperature for weeks now. Now it's our low temperature here. Tomorrow, we're in the 80s, mostly sunny there too. Gusts back to around 35 miles per hour. And temperatures stay warm on our Friday too, with those showers and thunderstorms possibly arriving by late afternoon into the evening. 72 there. Again, 50s on Saturday, only highs in the 40s on Sunday, getting down to back to around freezing by Monday morning, if you can believe it. We'll keep you updated right here.
How one street in Jefferson City is trying to combat crime.
Neighbors say they're afraid to talk because of retaliation that's coming up.
My energy level since treatments has just increased substantially.
My legs feel lighter. I'm able to make it through the day for a longer period of time without aching.
After the treatments, I was able to do anything I wanted later that day, virtually immediately.
Have a renewed sense of health and energy.
I'm ready to face the day. I don't feel like I have any limitations.
Have made a new lifestyle for me. I feel spunky.
Take charge of your health at Missouri Vein Care.
It's the New Beginnings sale at Downtown Appliance Home Center. Our beautiful showroom has all the newest arrivals on display. And just in, you'll find some very attractive offers, including GE and GE Profile. Plus, save big in our sleep shop, where the freshest new Serta and iComfort mattresses are ready for you to rest test. The New Beginnings sale. Say it, guys.
Downtown Appliance Home Center. The Sleep Shop. 2 stores in one.
East Broadway, Columbia.
The KOMU8 iPhone and Android News app is brought to you by University Subaru. Download yours today.
Woodman Engineering has been family-owned for nearly 90 years, servicing, repairing, and installing air conditioners in Jefferson City and the surrounding areas with reliable 24-hour emergency service and fair pricing. They specialize in residential and light commercial. Your home's comfort keeper. Woodman Engineering.
Get ready. It's time to test your weather IQ.
True or false? Wind blows in an attempt to equalize imbalances in topography. The answer is false. Wind blows in an attempt to equalize imbalances in air pressure. In fact, wind is best described as changing air pressure. When air pressure is changing rapidly or has a condensed gradient, winds will be stronger.
Watch KOMU8 News at 6 for the first alert weather IQ question of the day. Brought to you by Break Time and Jiffy Lube.
Woodman Engineering has been family-owned for nearly 90 years, servicing, repairing, and installing air conditioners in Jefferson City and the surrounding areas with reliable 24-hour emergency service and fair pricing. They specialize in residential and light commercial. Your home's comfort keeper. Woodman Engineering.
The Columbia Citizens Police Review Board met tonight to discuss qualifications and responsibilities of security officers carrying guns. Council members expressed concern from what the deputy chief had to say. She said a security guard can take a gun test several times to get a license and doesn't have to take a psychological evaluation. A woman says knowing the qualifications of a security guard makes her worried, especially since she is a person of color.
It is a little concerning, just because there also hasn't been a lot of accountability for police, and especially since, armed guards aren't really even considered police officers, is there going to be less accountability for them? That's a little concerning, definitely.
The board will meet again May 9th.
Gunshots, property destruction, burglaries, suspicious activity, and more. That's what residents on Ventura Avenue in Jefferson City worry about. KOMU8's Lindsay Fafoglia spent the day talking to neighbors about these issues and is here in the studio to tell us what they said. Lindsay?
The Jefferson City Police Department started saturating Ventura Avenue with patrols in November. They have since stopped these directed patrols, but still have a strong presence on the street. I spoke to residents who say having more police around is helpful, but the area still struggles with safety. Residents on Ventura Avenue say crime is still an issue, even though police make their rounds in the neighborhood. At the restaurant at the top of the street, Domenico's, one server says she's taken notice.
Just like the past 6 months, maybe, I've just noticed a more police presence hanging out on the street all the time, and in the parking lot and at the gas station and in the car wash. We see them just patrolling the area.
A landlord on Ventura Ave, who declined to go on camera, told me nothing has gotten better on the street. She said many people are moving out to get away from the constant gunfire, burglaries, and kids running around the neighborhood. She said the problem is she is one of the few landlords on the street who does background checks on tenants. JCPD's Captain Doug Shoemaker says the department has gotten fewer calls to the street than in the past.
But that's not to say that we don't still think it's a priority, certainly. And really the battle for us is ensuring that the public feels comfortable to call us when they see an issue. And we would much rather be called and have to address an issue than not be called and the problem keeps snowballing, if you will.
I talked to several neighbors on Ventura Avenue to find out if they feel the police presence is helping, but all declined to go on camera for fear of retaliation. In the studio, Lindsay Fafoglia, KMU8 News.
Two transportation agencies both say they're not responsible for an intersection north of Columbia that's been the site of many crashes, some fatal. People who live near the intersection are worried about their safety, of their families, and have complained to the county. They say the county's done nothing. The intersection falls under two jurisdictions. Boone County maintains Brown Station Road while MoDOT runs Highway HH. Tiffany Veach lives right next to the highway and says speeding is a major problem.
When you look down here, your vision's not very well because you can't see over that little hump there. And all of a sudden they're doing 70 miles an hour. I've never seen one cop.
KMU8 reached out to MoDOT and Boone County Public Works Department today, but neither agency was available to say whose responsibility it was to hear the community's concerns. One church used Pinterest to create a charity for children. Woodcrest Chapel members and children worked together to pack bedtime bags for children in foster care. Each bag has a book, hygiene products, a blanket, and a stuffed animal. The bags will be used to donate to Missouri's Children's Division.
Mizzou softball on the field this afternoon.
See one player's dominant outing next in sports.
The Village at Bedford Walk is now leasing villa and apartment homes designed for active adults 55 and older. We offer a variety of floor plans in a modern, vibrant community setting with no big entrance fee and no big commitment. Call to find out about our spring move-in specials.
Quick, what's the first thing you think of when you need health care? We want it to be Family Health Center, primary and preventive care for the whole family. Think of us first when you get sick, need an annual checkup, for newborn and pediatric care, chronic disease management, immunizations, or referral to a specialist. We take all major insurance plans and offer discounts for those who qualify. Plan now for good health. Make Family Health Center your first choice for primary care. Now in East Columbia on Broadway Bluffs Drive. Family Health Center, health and care within reach.
Low on cash and credit? Turned down for a car loan? Get to the J.D. Byrider Spring Clearance event and check out the deals on our road-ready vehicles. Deals that also include free oil changes for Byrider customers, low-cost service, and affordable payments. Get a real approval from home or on your phone at gojdb.com so we can set your appointment and be ready for you. Get on the road at our Spring Clearance today in a great vehicle that's backed by a 3-year, 36,000-mile, zero-deductible limited warranty.
The Village at Bedford Walk is now leasing villa and apartment homes designed for active adults 55 and older. We offer a variety of floor plans in a modern, vibrant community setting with no big entrance fee and no big commitment. Call to find out about our spring move-in specials.
Closed captioning during KOMU8 News is brought to you by Restoration Eye Care, a KOMU8 caring company. Now, from the Ford Sports Desk, KOMU8 Sports.
Hi everyone, the Missouri softball team home today for a single game against the Mavericks of Omaha. Mizzou beginning a 4-game homestand. Will have Auburn from the SEC in this weekend. Lauren Rice, the freshman in the circle for the Tigers, she had a terrific performance here. 4 strikeouts in a complete game, 1 hit shutout. Just outstanding and just what the Tigers needed for this midweek victory. Had support from her teammates. Colby Romaine with a long ball to left. It is gone. A home run, and the Tigers out to a quick 2-0 lead. The hottest hitter of the day for Missouri, Riley Pierce, 3 for 3 at the plate, including this double to left to drive at a run. She had 3 runs batted in. Tigers win it 6-0, their 7th shutout of the year. Cardinals and Brewers this afternoon at Busch, second inning. Hernan Perez hits a home run for Milwaukee, his first of the season. Brewers up 1-0. It's 3-1 Milwaukee with the lead in the 9th inning, and the Cardinals trying to come back very late. Tommy Pham sends one deep to left field, way back there, and it is gone. Or is it? The left fielder plays it off the wall. Pham stopped at second. They would review this play, and it was a home run. Pham allowed to circle the bases, but Cards couldn't get that tying run. They lose 3-2. Royals also home this afternoon against the Seattle Mariners on a windy Wednesday afternoon. Fourth inning, Mariners up 2-0, but then Paulo Orlando rips one to right, and that ball is headed off the wall. Chesler Cuthbert slides home safely, and that's a 2-run shot to right for Orlando. 2 runs scored to tie it at 2, but in the 8th, Kyle Seager breaks the tie with a blast to right. That just gets over the wall. The Mariners win over the Royals 4-2. And that's sports.
Still have leftover Easter chocolate?
Nestle's bringing a new twist to the classic treat that's coming up.
Hey, Dad. Something's up with the Mustang. It won't go over 65. Oh, really?
How do you become America's best-selling brand?
Mom, something's up with the Fusion. The stereo won't go very loud. Really?
Dad, when I'm in the Escape, all my calls go straight to voicemail. Really?
With MyKey, you let parents stay in control even when they're not there. That's Ford, America's best-selling brand. Now on the 2018 Escape, get $3,500 cash back or 0% financing for 60 months plus $1,500 customer cash.
You push yourself every day. Tempur-Pedic helps you recover every night. Only Tempur material precisely conforms to your body for up to twice as much pressure-relieving power, so you won't toss and turn. And you'll wake up feeling powerful.
At Slumberland, our sleep professionals will fit you in the bed that's right for both of you. Plus, save up to 50% on select Tempur-Pedic mattress sets. And pay no interest for up to 60 months. Hurry in now for best selection. Slumberland, it's a good life.
The Greitens investigation is not over yet. We're keeping an eye out for new developments.
A lot of fallout in Jefferson City today. Join us for KOMU 8 News at 10. Kenton?
It is going to be a very warm day tomorrow. High temperatures in not the 50s, that's a low temperature. High temperatures in the 80s tomorrow. It's going to be windy too, gusts around 35 miles per hour and a lot of sunshine again. Then on Friday, we have those showers and thunderstorms possible in the late afternoon and evening, and then cooler for the weekend.
Chocolate maker Nestle is releasing a new Kit Kat bar in the United Kingdom next Monday, and it's pink. It doesn't come from dye. It's made from rubby cocoa beans. They're found in South America and Africa and reportedly have a berry-like fruity flavor. Nestle does plan to bring the Ruby Cocoa Kit Kat to America, but so far it hasn't said when.
Kit Kats are good.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Kit Kats are good.
Ruby cocoa.
Ruby
Sounds
cocoa.
good.
Interesting.
Zoo win on